The marina room was exactly the kind of place my sister would choose for an engagement party. Sleek, expensive, all glass and glow. Crystal pendants washed the long table in honeyed light. Beyond the floor-to-ceiling windows, the skyline looked close enough to touch. I sat at the far end with a glass of Cabernet, trying to be a shadow. 22 relatives and friends had gathered to celebrate Sophia's engagement to Ethan, the investment banker she'd been dating 8 months. Conversation skimmed past me like water. "He's taking me to the Maldives. 3 weeks at that resort where celebrities hide," Sophia told our cousin Jenna. Jenna cooed about the venue. Grandview Estate, exclusive, waitlist a mile long. "We're inviting 300, Sophia said. "The reception alone is 150. Ethan says we should do it right." I let the familiar sting settle. Sophia had always been the son everyone turned toward, star of school plays while I ran lights backstage, prom queen while I coded in the lab. At 26, she sold condos from a BMW. At 29, I drove a sensible sedan and rented a quiet place across town. At least that's what they believed. "Nora," my mother called, cutting through the chatter. "You've been awfully quiet," I smiled. "Just listening." Sophia rose, glass in hand. Her voice slipped into that polished register I knew too well. Before dessert, a quick note on family. The table hushed. Loyalty matters. We either lift each other up or step aside. A chill ran along my spine. "Not everyone here has been supportive," she said, looking straight at me. "Nora, I'm done with your jealousy and negativity. After tonight, you're not welcome at my wedding or in my life." Silence fell like snow. Gasps, clinks, the faint shiver of crystal. Then my father clearing his throat. "Sophia, that's too far." She didn't blink. Ethan squeezed her shoulder like a coach before a match. The waiter appeared, polite, immaculate, presenting a leather folder. "Your check, Miss Alvarez." Sophia turned to Ethan with a glossy smile. "Honey?" He passed over a black card. The waiter returned, apologetic. "I'm sorry, sir, declined." Heat flared across Ethan's neck. "Run it again." Twice more, same answer. A second card, then a third, declined, declined. Sophia's poise faltered. "Maybe your machine?" "We've processed other payments," the waiter said gently. My father tried his card. My mother tried hers. Aunt Marisol offered hers. One by one, every attempt failed. The table's whispers rising like steam. I could have let it burn. Instead, I reached for my wallet. "Try this," I said, handing over my card. The waiter's posture changed when he read the name. "Miss Hale, of course." He vanished, then returned with a distinguished man in a slate suit. "Miss Hale," he said, bowing slightly. "I'm Victor Lang, owner of the Marina Room. An honor. Thank you for dining with us." He addressed the table. "Miss Hale is one of the city's most respected entrepreneurs. Her firm, Signal Arc, just completed 3 major acquisitions. We followed the news closely." Sophia went pale. "As a platinum member," Lang added, "tonight is on the house." He set my card down beside a receipt with zeros and drifted away as if leaving a chapel. Ethan stammered. "Nora, no one—" "Nobody asked," I said. My father spoke softly. "Signal Arc, that's yours?" "Among others," I said. "Last year was strong." Sophia swallowed. "I'm sorry. For wounding me or for misjudging my balance sheet." She couldn't answer. I stood, steady now. "There's a processing breach tonight. My cyber team's on it. That's why the cards failed." Chairs creaked. Eyes shifted. Old stories about me unraveled in the silence. 3 days later, Sophia buzzed my intercom. "Please, Nora, let me talk." Curiosity won. I sent the elevator up. When the doors opened into my penthouse, she stopped at the view. "You live here?" "I own the building," I said. "The small unit downstairs is my focus bunker." She stood by the glass. "I've replayed that night 100 times," she said. "I'm ashamed. I wanted a sister I could feel superior to. When you didn't fit, I called you jealous." I leaned on the island. "Are you sorry you hurt me, or sorry I'm not small?" "Both," she said. I ended the engagement. When I told Ethan I wanted to make this right, he said you were lucky with tech. That told me everything. The anger in me loosened at last. So what do you want? A chance to know you. No status games. I want to work on something that isn't a mirror. Signal arc builds quietly, I said. No stage, but a purpose. I don't need a stage, she whispered. Start Monday, I said. Business development. Learn, listen, then lead. She laughed. Deal. At the door, she paused. How did the owner know you? I bought the group last year, I said. Victor stayed. Sophia's mouth opened, then curved into a real smile. My sister, the stealth mogul. We hugged. Awkward at first, then right. For once we were two women choosing each other, and it felt like the truest wealth I'd made.